Audio Jungle.
Sometimes I wonder if the Nigerian military has the sophisticated weapons to face the Boko Haram. But it's glaring that the Nigerian military is not winning war against insurgency, and this is raising serious concerns globally. To be sincere with you, Nigerians are blowing out over the attack on rice farmers in Borno State. That was a great havoc, very, very disastrous one in that state. And here we are with the Daily Sun newspaper with this headline, tragic headline. Rice farmers killing, villagers leak information to Boko Haram, says military. Villagers leak information to Boko Haram, says Nigerian military. Presidency, slain farmers didn't get clearance to go to fields. Slain farmers didn't get clearance to go to fields, and we have Nigerians slamming federal government over excuse. Nigerians slam federal government, military over excuse. Time to reject security architecture, says Lawan. US condemns attack. On to the next one, which is on the front page of this same journal, the top of the newspaper. Governor Imai declares war on Anyen Ego. Down the paper, we have insurgency still on it. Wari blows out. Wari blows out. Gives military fresh marching orders to end insurgency violence in Northeast. Lai Mohammed accuses global powers of frustrating anti-insurgency war. Zulum seeks use of mercenaries, and we have NSAS here. Was all about NSAS. This time around, late taxi driver's family demands 100 million naira compensation. How I lost my wife to police recklessness. Juniben lecturer tells panel. US President-elect bidding nominates Nigerian Adeyemo as Deputy Treasury Secretary. And these are the stories we have on the front page of this journal. We have our reviewers set to express their views concerning this tragic story. I'll be right back.
If you look at what the media of Nigeria person said, Paul Eneche, is it Paul, the person that speaks for Nigerian military, he said that most villagers do not give credible information to the military. He was using a scenario to explain it. That it's possible that a military patrol vehicle will pass a village. Villagers are looking at the vehicle, and the vehicle will be coming back only for Boko Haram to have gone there to plant improvised explosives. Meaning that the villager would have seen the insurgents planting it and refuse to disclose the information to the military. Then if you look at what the information that came to the front burner recently, where they said some American experts came to Nigeria to inspect our airports to see whether our runway can carry the Tucano jets that we are paid for, where they concluded that our runway cannot carry it. I think that is the reason the Minister of Information was saying that our foreign partner refused to sell arms to us. Then, if you look at the statement accredited to Garba Shehu, Mr. President's spokesperson, where he said that the farmers who were killed in Borno State do not get clearance from the military. You see, for me, I think he was playing to the gallery, because that same man was part of the high-power delegation that went to Borno State to condole with the people of Borno State. I think you would have reserved that statement and use it to counsel and advise the indigenes on going forward how you need to conduct yourself before you go to farm. Yeah. But coming to the media to say that, I think it was reckless. Though he have technically withdrawn that statement, because even while he made that statement, the BBC correspondent asked him, "Are you blaming the victim?" He said, "Not exactly. That he is only trying to present the facts as it is."
And Matthew, why is it that the military would surely find an excuse whenever an insurgent or whenever a mishap happens in Nigeria?
I think they are learning very fast. They are good children of their father. Because if you look at this Mr. President, his talking trade is to blame others. I think they are borrowing from that his ideology. Because for me, they should accept responsibility and look. Mr. Mark, are you not worried that even yesterday, this morning I read that one Major General Adeni was sanctioned? And the reason he was sanctioned is because he did a video where he showed the weakness of Nigerian army, where he chronicled that Nigeria is not winning the war against insurgency because of lack of weapons. He was court-martialed and he was demoted for 3 years. What I'm saying is, it is evidently clear that the reason we are not winning this war is because of lack of weapons. And what do you need to get this weapon? You should interface with the people who have it. If need be, hire experts, machinery to come and do this job. I want to tell you that Nigerian government hired Israeli machinery to man our waterway. They are paying reasonable millions of dollars to them, and we can see efficiency in that area. What does it take you again to look for experts and hire to fight this insurgency? If actually the war politics is not allowing us to get the necessary weapon we need, why not you, if what we need is to hire those machinery, hire them to come here and pursue this war? Because we cannot continue losing innocent citizens and the government continues sympathizing, issuing condolence messages. We cannot continue like that.
Of course, the president has, as it is written here, blows odds, saying that
he has given order that he should throw the war
marching order
to the Boko Haram. Are you telling us that?
Is it today he has been giving marching order?
Even in 2015, his inaugural speech, he mandated the chief of army staff to relocate to Maiduguri until Boko Haram is completely subdued. So if 5 years after that inaugural speech, he's still repeating a similar statement, it means that order has not been effectively carried out. And we cannot continue like this. Whatever needs to be done, because it's not lack of fund. Any area he needed fund, National Assembly is cooperating with him, and the fund is being released. So let him go and get machineries and all the necessary equipment to fight Boko Haram and set us free. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Matthew. Morning, Mr. Kunle.
Yeah,
welcome.
morning, my brother.
It's another edition of this program, and we're still talking about what's happened in Borno State yesterday. Now, of course, the president has blown hot on this issue, giving the military marching order to tackle insurgency in Nigeria. But some Nigerians have said that this is not the first time the president has been giving marching order, that enough is enough. Let the president do something about insurgency or resign.
I think it's a misplaced priority for the president to still be giving the military hierarchy orders that they should end the Boko Haram insurgency. He himself, there must be pressure on him from Nigerians now to quit the job, get out the seat if you cannot, control the ship of this country. Get off the seats and retire to Katsina. Truth has to be told. Enough is enough. Enough of the bloodshed in this country. We're tired of this Boko Haram ambush every time. And you are the father of the North now as the president of the country. Why can't you hold a referendum, Northern state referendum, come together, address your people, let the locals, let them know their security is in their hand. There's a lot of what's it called? There's a lot of intelligent gathering from the locals given to Boko Haram. We all know that. But these locals, they are human. They are indigenous of those Borno, or what they call the Maiduguri. And as I told you, the Maiduguri I knew of then is not same Maiduguri where I'm hearing of now. And I want the president, to stand up to his democratic value that we voted for him as the leader of the nation to lead us to the promised land. But the way I'm saying things now, this president cannot even paddle the ship of Nigeria to the promised land any longer. So the best thing for him is to just retire. I think you've tried enough. How many years? You spent almost 6 years. You're spending his 5th year, Abi, right? If I'm right, 50 years now. You've tried enough. Kudos to you. You've done your best. Leave the rest for others to carry on from there. You can say you are in commander-in-chief, but you are in commander-in-chief, in paper. I could remember when the Afghanistan war was still going on. Just ordinary Obama was, you know how the status of a president, you know the quality of a president, even before he gets to the presidency seat. I remember Obama flew in unceremoniously to Afghanistan. It was not even expected, but just to boost the morale of the U.S. Marine, U.S. soldiers. And they saw him there, they were so happy that and Obama was just chairman of the defense committee in U.S. Congress there. He just flew in just to boost the morale of the soldiers. As our president ever even stepped down in Sambisa forest. No, you can't be sitting down in Abuja. And you know, the funniest thing I'm even hearing now that the international community is refusing to sell ammunition to Nigeria. The needed ammunition they need, the international community refuses to sell. Same thing happened under Jonathan. That these people there, what is the problem with Nigeria? What have you been doing that a lot of people are ganging up, a lot of countries are ganging up against you? I don't know. This leader, they have to put out the thinking cap. But maybe that thinking cap, they have to just sew it up and put it up so that they can think right with the thinking cap. Because it's not everybody that wear cap that think with the cap. So that's just my own take.
All right, thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you so much, David. A lot of excuses on this menace caused by Boko Haram. There is a statement here by the Nigerian government that some of the farmers didn't get clearance before going to the farm. Now, this shouldn't be what we should be talking right now. The solution should be the major priority of the government. Is it so?
Thank you, Mr. Mike Adebule. Good morning to our esteemed viewers. I think at this point, every person working in that Aso Rock should go for what mental checkup. It's as if most of them don't know what's happening in Nigeria. I'm not surprised that Garba Shehu could come up with such statement because I know he's a gold digger. He worked with Atiku just because Atiku lost in the camp to APC and he got slaughtered and now he's saying trash now. Tell me, why would they get the clearance now? As of yesterday, reports I read was that military base was like, let me set an example, was like I think military base was sited in Bega and those farmers reside in Ogba. Now why would you tell them to go to Bega just to get clearance because they want to go to their farm?
Just because of insecurity.
Now again and then again.
If you expect the military to tackle.
Exactly. And now Mr. Mike Adebule, there is no curfew in the states. And there is no state of emergency. So why would you get such clearance? If there were curfew or state emergency accepted, fine. We all know that was it. They said that there is insurgency. But see, it has not gotten to the extent of them getting clearance for them to go. This is the priority of the Nigerian government to safeguard them. To me, that's Shehu Garba. I think as I yesterday night, he was apologized because of Nigerians were blasting him. Such statements should be reversed. The president saw under an oath to always safeguard lives and property of every Nigerian. That is why he is there. So coming to tell Nigerians that you guys ought to get clearance is somewhat uncalled for. If they know they cannot safeguard life and property, let them resign. Let them resign.
Now, what's your take on President's ordering a marching order?
Thank you, Mr. Mike.
Marching order to tackle this.
It has always been said, marching order. In 2015, after the Borno, 2016, after the Borno massacre, the president directed the chief of army staff, IG of police, to let them locate the office to Borno State. After 3 months, the president said he was not aware that the IG and chief of army staff did not relocate to Borno State. He has been giving this order. Let him himself lead at this time. He is a total general. Let him lead and see if the IG and the chief of army staff would not go with him. Let him take it. Let him also attack the insurgency. Let him take the lead. Let him also relocate his own office to Borno State. let it so that he can handle he can hand over to his deputy. He should also go there to Borno State. He has military training, he has every military tactics. He should also take the bull by his own. He should take the example and see if the IG and co will not follow them. Now you see what happened in Chad last month when the president himself led the troops. Yeah. Clear them all within just 2 months. He should stop giving marching order every day. Marching order that today if you give, IG will not relocate. Chief of S will not relocate. Most of them will not relocate them. You've been doing something all over and over, and then this same thing has not yielded any meaningful results. Why don't you at this point also take the lead? You are the president. Take the lead. Go to Borno State. Even if you want to die. Yes. So now, and then again, he is saying, as in he's not saying that all the communities are not willing to sell arms to Nigeria because they are saboteurs. You sell arms to them today, you will still go back and then hand over the arms to the same Boko Haram. A Major General yesterday was being demoted because he did a video saying that the weapons they use in fighting Boko Haram is not so sophisticated. In 2015, Jonathan hired military mercenaries from the US, South Africa, to also assist Nigerian army. Buhari came on board and discarded it and disbanded it. So if he thinks that the military have been overwhelmed now, let him also turn the same path. Let him also bring in private military machineries to also assist the Nigerian army because these guys, their morale is down. I swear.
All right, thank you so much.
So what I want to say is this, Buhari and Co, both all of them, Lala Mohammed, they always find excuse. Since 2015, Buhari entered power. He used 3 years to blame past government. That is why I know that Buhari have nothing to offer to this country. He used 2 years to travel, used 3 years to blame past government. Now, time come again. So this government have never taken responsibility of anything. That is why I tell Nigeria that the government don't have their time. All of the citizens of this country, Boyu, Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, Oga Buhari government did not have your time. Or if you like, anything you like, make you do. I told people that this bus stop, forget this police station where they here. If situation start now, you go see that terrorists come here, they will shoot 2 hours, you no go see any police, you no go see soldier. You go shock you, say, this is the government where you come from. Buhari have faith in government aspect, in security, everything. Nothing to write home about. Buhari no have anything because they are excusing that must we get clearance before we go to farm in Nigeria. Buhari, is it everything that will change under your constitution? You say let's go back to agriculture. I want to remind you, you tell us last 2 years that you want Nigeria to invest more in agriculture. If people start to go to farm to produce agricultural product, use S-men never allow them to rest. S-men went to kill the same farmer because their cow want to eat the crops. Since then, you as a president, anybody that listen to this message, if the message get to General Buhari, let him hear. People went to farm since 2017, 18, 19. Now, nobody know peace from S-men. And you tell us that we are going back to agriculture. The agriculture want to go back. Is it from Ogbabosta we go to plant agriculture? Abi, is it from city, Abuja city we go to plant agriculture? Is it not where bush farm is? You are the S-men. You know them. You have never sanctioned them. We never hear one day that one S-man arrest in this country. And now you say let them get clearance before going to farm. And so you want to take over everything. You come to water. You want to take over water. You want to take over land. You want everybody, anything. One day, Nigeria should bear this in mind. Buhari, in 2 years that remain, he did that. Okay, president, no be 10 years you get, only 8 years, and it remain 2 years for you. All these excuses where you dey bring for this country, you on your own. a time go come nobody go respect you, and even anything that happen to you nobody will respect you as a president, because you cause calamity, you cause Nigeria disobedient to international community. The giant of Africa becomes zero. Nobody respect Nigeria again because of you. What is your problem? If you don't like this country, leave the seat. Let people that have intention for this country take over. What is, you just sit down and occupy space. You occupy space, nothing to write on about. What did happen? We be Fune, we be Mumu, you think that we be herdsmen? Herdsmen, we don't know what they fight. The other people, we don't know what they fight. Okay? Your cup don't full. If you don't come out for that Aso Rock, your time don't make you leave that Aso Rock. Leave them. Let person wey know what to do, may take over the position. The only thing I get to tell you this morning, if you like, here, if you like, no here. You know understand.
Right here at Urban East, and Raphael still talking about what happened in Borno State. It's a very, very disastrous havoc in that state, and Nigerians are really blowing out on this issue, especially over the statement of Shehu Garba.
Garba Shehu said that the military gave them clearance, Abi?
That they needed to collect clearance or something like that.
Okay, from the military before they get to the farm. But it's unfair now. Must they all die of hunger? Must they get clearance from the military? The military have done something so urgent about it. Do you understand? So that farmers should go back to farm. If they keep on waiting for the military, don't you know the harvesting season time, there will be no food. Do you understand? That is military. The military has lived short of their functionality.
And sometimes I ask myself this question: that what are protective measures as the president made available for the farmers? He promised to equip.
My brother,
one of the agendas of the president is to boost agriculture.
Thank you. Now that place, that arable land, you know, is for cultivation. I think understand. Then no security for them, no fertilizer for them.
Knowing fully well what is taking place in that region.
Knowing fully well what is taking place in that place. Let me tell you, what is supposed to be done there now, agricultural wise, is mechanized agriculture. That one, I believe, there will be protection for them, because mechanized agriculture, you know that government will pump money into it. They will use tractors, they will use all manner of modern equipment, agricultural equipment to farm them. Do you understand? So that government will be interested over there. You don't allow these peasant farmers to go and waste their life in the jungle there. I think understand. So it's all about federal government. It is the fault of the federal government. The military should be blamed too.
Knowing fully well that some of these bandits,
yes,
some of these terrorists,
yes,
use the forest as their hideouts.
Let me tell you, Michael, I've been telling you this. The whole local government in Borno State, only 2 are spared. Only 2 out of the whole local government. I think they're up to 26 or more local government in the northeast, Borno State. The rest are occupied by Boko Haram. Boko Haram has taken over. Boko Haram insurgents have taken over the whole local government in Borno State. None is spared. I'm telling you the truth. So see, a welcome situation. Now, federal government, I read this morning, should invite foreign mercenaries to assist in the war against insurgents in Northeast. It's a very welcome idea. Let me tell you, Michael, Nigerian police cannot do that alone.
But the same government has also claimed that the international communities have refused selling
to assist arms
to them.
Thank you, because they refuse, because the arms might go into wrong hands. Let me tell you, Michael,
the arms might go into wrong hands.
Michael, let me tell you, you and I, we know ourselves in Lagos here. I'm selling poison. No, not me, just an instance. I said, Michael, use this poison to kill those rats that are constituting nuisance on the street of Lagos. Then when these poisons are sold to a particular person, he might use it for another purpose. That's why international community are not happy selling arms to Nigeria, because they know that these arms might be diverted for another thing. Do you understand? That's why Europe is not happy selling arms to Nigeria. I'm telling you, it might get into wrong hands. See, foreign mercenaries should come in to assist Nigeria on the war against insurgents. I'm telling you, Michael, that is when we will get solution to this.
All right, thank you so much.
The police cannot. Nigerian military cannot. government, federal government of Nigeria cannot come out with good modality, good plans. Do you understand? On how Boko Haram is to fight foreign mercenaries. Israel, they are there. In the Middle East, you have many mercenaries in Europe, in America, even in Southern America. There are private security outfits or mercenaries that can come in and fight Boko Haram insurgent to stand still in Nigeria. That is the solution.
Thank you so much, Raphael. Thank you for your solution. And we have Peter right here at the newsstand. Peter, the US has condemned the attack on the rice farmers in Borno State. Not only the US, some other foreign bodies. Now, your take on this, and what should be the solution right now? Of course, the president has ordered a marching order telling the military to face the Boko Haram terrorists and bring them to book.
The thing is, Buhari doesn't know what he's doing again. Buhari don't know what they do again for this country when it comes to insecurity. And this is an ex-military man, and it's disappointing. It is very, very, very disappointing. Now, this problem we had, Jonathan, I think he dished around $1 billion arms deal money at that period. So we had the military contractors trying to contain the situation. This is not just, you don't need $1 billion cannot just secure the nation. It is not enough. But it was actually making progress, a bit progress. We were able to contain the situation. It's too small. We were inside bushes. We were not taking over people's communities. Then Buhari came in, he removed the military contractors. Okay? Then he defunded the military at that period. So every weapon that they were using to fight Boko Haram was the weapons that Jonathan had bought. We needed more. The drones that we had, it crashed. We had UAV, it crashed. We had helicopters, it crashed. There was a lot of crashed helicopters. We didn't replace all our crashed helicopters. We had attack that crashed. So we didn't have all those things to replace them because military hardware are expensive. It's very, very, very expensive. Which $1 billion was is not enough. So we had military contract, you remove them, you now use vigilante to support military. Vigilante don't have weapons. They use these hunter guns to support the military. Now, all these years start coming by, bad policies. We start funding the military. Buhari started funding the military, actually. Then corruption started taking place. Buhari refused to move the services. I don't know why. He has his own reasons. I don't know whether they're holding Buhari at ransom, that they will remove me, will expose you. I don't know why. Buhari refused to move the service chiefs. Then these guys have been there for 5 years with bad policies. The soldiers' morals are low. The soldiers don't even want the service chiefs again. The troops don't want them. Soldiers cannot even feed themselves in Borno. So soldiers don't even want him. So all these problems has been piling up. It has been piling up to this point. We should not be surprised if this incident happens again. We should not be surprised. It's not be a big deal or a mystery to us. Because it has been piling up. And they refuse to reform the military or restructure the military. Remove these people, bring another new set of people, new ideas.
Rejig the system.
He refused. He came on playing politics. Nigeria started, before we used to use foreign hardware, tanks. He started using Nigerian-made MRAP, which was cheaper. It is cheaper does not mean it's better. He started using Nigerian-made bulletproof vest. If it is cheaper, does not mean it is better. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, I saw a video where military soldiers were attacked. That same MRAP was on fire. Like they fired with the RPG. It was on fire. Soldiers lost their lives. IED attack. Soldiers are losing their lives. At the end of the day, what will their family get? Nothing. So when soldiers put all these into place, their morale is low. Those boys, we have the manpower to fight, but the morale is low. So they want to do their job, but the senior officers, the generals don't want to do their job because of the corruption they put in place. Imagine if a soldier complains now, they will arrest the soldier. They will try the soldier. They will court-martial the soldier. If you come out and speak the truth, if you come out and complain. There was a soldier, I think it was the last couple or so, or a private, that complained on the internet. They arrested the soldier. This guy has been in the guard room for over 11 months. Even his lawyer said, gone the fight for him. At the end of the day, they are still dragging the case because he complained. He said they don't want service chiefs. They don't want the chief of defense staff. We don't want these people here. Bring new soldiers are complaining. Bring new soldiers to the point that they have now suppressed the soldiers themselves. So when events like this happen, soldiers will be reluctant to put their life on the line to save those people.
They don't want to risk their lives.
Don't want to risk their lives again because of the system. So it has been piling up and they has been overlooking it. Which Buhari has been overlooking. Bring this set of people, let us bring changes. So all this problem has been piling up, Buhari refused to. So Buhari is part of our problem.
So because he had it. So to me, solution, bring changes. Remove these senior officers. Any guy that's overdoing the service, remove them. We need standard in the military. There's no military standard. So all these things are spied up that to the point now, we should not be surprised this situation come to the south. We should not be surprised as it's gradually coming. We should not be surprised. So we need changes, we need funding, we need to restore the military. Military should be well paid. They should have benefits. Maybe in case they get injured and they survive, they should have something for the family.
Not just dismissing them.
Just dismissing them. They need all these benefits to boost their morale. They will fight for Nigeria. Let us help them boost their morale.
All right, thank you so
Yes,
much.
loyalty is expensive. We should not forget that thing. Loyalty is expensive. Don't expect us to risk his life for peanuts. Loyalty is expensive.
On this note, I say goodbye to you on today's edition of this program. Join us next time on the same platform. Michael Adekule still remains my name. Behind the camera is Samuel Father Hero, that's the man on today's edition of this program, handling the camera for us. And in the studio, I have Bamisha Lao, very good editor on Flip TV 2. Keeping the drill right here is Christian Chukwu. Thank you so much for joining us. To our great reviewers, I love you all. The viewers abroad, respect to you all. We love you. Bye for now.